Hi everyone, this is Karen. Welcome. I'm sitting down because I want to have a one-on-one discussion with the millions of people. My concerns, I'm from the United States, as you can see the flags. I concern myself with the people here in the United States. All others, we have many people heading to war in Iran and other places. There's so much going on. Remember, people, we all want to live happily ever after. There's something that has brought that to us from the heavens. Make your life better. You may not need money to make your life better. Acquaintances, friends, relatives can come together and work together, not only to create your family to be doing better. Yes, keep them being very good happenings to them. But sometimes people need a little help. And people, double check. But I think we could give each child or a person in need that you know and will spend the money wisely to help themselves, to have food and pay for all the electric bills, fuel, and everything like that. So help each other. And I believe there's $15,000 you could give to a person once a year for the betterment of other people's abilities and desires and needs. It's okay to give a helping hand to a struggling person, whether it be family or others. Let us help each other so that we all can thrive, have food, plenty of food, heat, hot water, air conditioning for the hot weather, the essentials. That's my goal, to be sure everybody has clean water and good food to eat. That's what I'll do in the future. Take away some of the person's emotional pain and suffering that at one time or another we all suffer and feel. And one day, you may not think so, but I see the light. And on the other side of the light is beauty. Believe. I want to talk to you about things that are happening with us Americans in the United States. As our loved ones go into war and battle with Iran and others, here in the United States of America, we want to have you pay attention on who your non-likable person or group that you don't like and do bad to them. I want to talk about the relationship between black people and white people. Right now, a lot of the white people went into war. The government encouraged the white people to go there. And then black people could go to war just like a white man and a woman and a man to serve the country so that others may live. People, don't get angry with the black people. It's all about how you treat the person, which elicits a response that you may not like. Contracting, bringing about that the person is reacting to your actions, emotional actions and expressions. That's all. Maybe we can't change other people. But maybe we could change ourselves. Most Black people I interact with, or other people from other countries that are now Americans, they want to live like an American. They want to be known as American. Maybe we should make it easier and more secure way to have these people become citizens of the United States. They come here because there's no wars in our country. Sure, we have incidences, but we don't have wars like they do in the Middle East. We don't want any more. One day, I was walking in a rest home for a family member. And I don't mean anything negative to my sister-in-law and my husband. But walking down the hall, they walked in front of us. I was walking with a Black woman next to me, and we talked. And I felt the same thing she felt, like we were second-class people. And I felt the same way, even though I'm white. It wasn't intentional, I do not believe. Just lack of awareness. I felt bad. And this Black woman who was an employee of this rest home felt bad. Then I let her know that I was feeling the same effects, same feelings. And I said to her, don't worry, just ignore it. It's not so much they're doing that to you, as much as you're seeing it happen. And maybe interpreting this incorrectly. My husband wouldn't do that for people. And my sister-in-law wouldn't do it. They just connected with each other and started walking. Obviously, they walk faster than me. But I just didn't let it bother me. But I do remember, so I can tell the story to you, so you have a good feeling, despite the way others make you feel. We can't change them, but we can change ourselves. Let's have some feelings and emotions for ourselves. Interpret them correctly. Don't lash out in anger for the way they're treating us. Because I'm sure they didn't realize what they were doing, how their action affected us. So what I'm saying is, not all Black people are bad people. Jewish people, they're not bad people. They're part of the United States. They did no harm to us. Now, recently, we pulled out of Afghanistan. All those people on the jets that were taken out of Afghanistan, where did they go? Some countries accepted them into their country, but most came into the United States. Remember, these people have been at war all of their lives, generations, thousands of years. By coming here to the United States, I find it hard to believe they will bring peace to our country. We must watch out for them. They're slowly taking over our earth and our country and our people in the United States. Be careful. They're bringing the fight into our country. This is our country. And I have no problem if President Trump has these people leave our country. We don't need people who are members of the United States, who have citizenship, to go elsewhere. They deserve and have the right to stay in America. And people who are born here have immediate acceptance into our country. They have civilized people, and they can live in our country peacefully. So President Trump, those people, if they're good people, they can stay and want to become American. But being the way American is, it's really truly the way to be. Open to all others. President Trump sees this as people living in our country who are citizens should stay in this country. We accept all. We love all. We take them under our wing and teach them the American way. Of course, that you did come to this country wanting to live in this country, just like our forefathers. They came, spoke English, and wanted to be an American. They wanted people to say, "Oh, you're an American? Wow, that's great. I wish I could be American." Just like I said about the Greenland. They don't want us there. And they're good people and they're happy where they are. So we don't want to invade into that and end up being incorrectly treated. We don't want that. I want people to say America is still the greatest country of all time. We haven't been fighting in this country for thousands of years. We're a new country, 500 years old, and we are civilized people. We must learn to stand up to government like they're going to do tomorrow with a rally. That's the American way. No bloodshed, no fighting. But the government, that's questionable. And I think that's all. Remember, it's how you treat people. It's what causes positive or negative return to negative or positive influence or reaction. And it affects our emotions and it hurts our heart. We must have boundaries to be sure that no one steps on other people's toes. But this is America. Be an American. For the war, God bless our soldiers. God bless all the people who take part in the war and everything else. I want to add one more thing about Iran. There's a time when they took over one of our ships, destroyer from the ocean. They got into Iran's waterway, and they brought them to. You could see them on their deck. Guys were on their knees, hands on their head, captured by Iranians. Well, no Iranians had a gun on them. They were out of sight of the guns. They were pointing at the American soldiers. And they never showed any bad treatment. So they took the soldiers into a location where they're safe. They're sitting on the floor. I think frequently they sit on the floor as well. And fed them, gave them food. No one was mistreated. This incident said a lot to me. And maybe that's Iran's way of saying, I too want peace. I too do not want to be threatened. Maybe they had to have sanctions. But maybe there is a way to tell us Americans, we don't want war. We don't want to fight. Saying that I have no war with the Americans. He just might have said, I like the Americans. Because we don't have a lot of fighting in our country. We all care about each other. When I was a paramedic, no matter what color the person, age, handicaps, illnesses, I treated that person nicely, no matter what. And they were good back to me. And I hope that incident takes back to them to remember that moment so they can continue to feel how good they were treated and pass it on to others. God bless our troops. God bless our soldiers. God bless America. Amen. 15 minutes.